Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. This is the one and only Cominski, and you have tuned in into the Grustle podcast. And this is season 2, episode 4, and got a lot to talk about, man. So it's a little bit going off the last episode. Had a little bit more to talk about certain stuff. So, I'm gonna start out with, first of all, y'all see the red and black I got on the hat and the hoodie. Y'all got to go get you guys. Go get you guys. Please go get it. This is nice. Anyway, it's one of my favorites. The red and black. This is like a velvet red. Anyway, so I want to start out by talking about branding and legacy, which is basically one and the same. So as far as your legacy, with the branding and whatnot, so whatever's going on in your business, if it's yours, own it, man. Regardless of what the situation is, if it's yours, own it. So, but also know what you do and how you do business reflects your brand, and it's pretty self-explanatory, but most people don't know is even though Bill Gates was to go out there and do something, it would affect everything Bill Gates owns, or like Microsoft. Like if he was to kill somebody or anything, that not saying that it will. I'm just saying if it was something that big, or depending on what he does, go outside in a bikini or something, who knows? It will affect it will affect your company for the good or for the worse. It depends on whatever it is that you do, but just know whatever you do, or whatever and whoever is affiliated with your brand and your legacy, whatever they or you do reflects your brand. Just know that, and what you put into is what you get out, man. If you're working hard like you're supposed to, man, it'll show. If you're not doing nothing, it'll show. So just you gotta put forth the effort, man. It's time management. You gotta work hard. So what you put in, what you put in is what you get out, and it'll definitely show. And what you do matters. So your action matters. So don't just think it, do it. You got an idea, try. Like, what's the worst can happen? As far as just losing money and losing time, waste of time is the biggest thing to me. But why not try it? If you got time, if you're available for it, if you got the money, if it's available, just do it. Stop thinking, don't think too much on something. Do what you're supposed to do, brainstorm and all that, but nothing's going to happen by just thinking it all the time, man. You got to do something, man. So, just remember that, man, when it's coming to your brand and legacy, that, a lot of stuff matters, man. Even though some stuff that you don't think affect your brand or your legacy, it most likely probably do. Any and everything that has to deal with you or anybody involved in your brand or your legacy. So just remember that. One thing I want to talk about in this episode that it's been on my mind for a minute now, and I've been trying to not to take as much as bad from it. Try to look at the good sides of it, but we got to talk about it. And this is something definitely that I want to talk about. It's the local support system, man. The local support system. So I think in certain areas, if you put in the effort, okay, I'm going off script a little bit. In certain areas, if you put in the effort, far as get into the communities and let people know what's going on and who are you and things that you do and what they stand for and how, it's kind of hard, man, because a lot of people out here is like, it's crazy to me, man. But what I'm saying is probably going to go back over in here in the notes, but I don't care. It's like people's like they'd be like, well, why should they do that? You know what I mean? I came across some point why should I buy? If you see me every day. Try not to put it out there like that, but you see me every day, and or if you know me, know of me, and things that I do, and you be like, why should I buy that? You still go out there and buy a $50 shirt or $70, $60 hoodie or something like that, from Nike or Adidas or something like that. But if my clothing is not the same or better quality than that you're getting, only thing's different is that the logo's up there. Why not do it? You know what I mean? It's like, why would you give money to, give money to someone that's bigger, it's already established and done their thing, then why not support somebody that's trying to do something? You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. But anyway, living and dying from the local support. So everybody wants to be, and that's another thing. Everybody wants to be against each other. When you starting your own clothing line, like I said, when I started my clothing line, man, I didn't know. I'm like, I lie to you not. I probably knew like one brand that was out there, one person that motivated me to start a clothing. Well, if you read my book, you know what motivated me to start a clothing line. But I seen what someone else was doing, and I, researched it, studied them, where their stuff was at, stuff like that. Made me, give me the extra push to do what I need to do. I learned from it. But it's like only one clothing brand that I knew in Virginia, that I knew of when I started my own clothing line. And when I started my own clothing line now, everybody has a clothing line. Everybody got this. I'm like, where did these people come from? Where did all this stuff come from? What in the world? Like, how can I build my own, or get people to, rock my stuff? Like, it's nuts how many people I know of. But it's like everybody's against each other, man. I'm still going to try to, at some point, I'm going to go back to it and try to push the agenda of getting people that already got clothing line brands to come together, make one brand in Virginia, and just power push it. And I guarantee, that idea is either make it a, that's the type of thing. Is if it gets done, it's going to be something epic. If it actually happens, if I get a whole bunch of people that got their own brand already, or people that's looking to get a brand, and we push one brand, man, just people just don't understand. But anyway, everybody, want to be against each other for who is better, which I understand that. But at the same time, we should try to better each other, man. In the process of doing, I mean, as far as everybody else that got clothing line or any business, I can help you, talk to you, give you the good direction, but your work ethic is going to show. I mean, I could tell you how to do this or do that, or, how to, write your own book, or start your own clothing line, start your cigars brand, but the work ethic you put into it, the sacrifice you put into it, like, it's on you. So yeah, man, I can tell you, I can give you a blueprint right in front of your face, but if you ain't doing no action, or you ain't, man, I can give you everything that I've done. It's in my book, actually. If you go read my book, The Grustle, 1 million in the making, I give you guys the actual blueprint of me starting my business and what I did and how I took advantage of the situations around me and how I changed my mindset and adapted to everything that was going on and start making money. So, and started, put in work and started my business or whatever. So that's one thing. So that's that's good. Like I said, it's good to try to be in the competition. Is healthy competition is no problem. Trying to be better than one another, but don't try to down nobody. You know what I'm saying? Always try to be better than somebody, but don't try to down somebody while you're doing. Do what you do, but don't try to take away from somebody else, man. But it's smarter. Like I said, it's smarter to work together. So do better, but always look forward to working together, man. Because at the end of the day, all the small business out here, you guys want to be in competition with everybody else locally and stuff like that. At the end of the day, eventually, you're going to have to go against Nike, Adidas, and, McDonald's if you got your own fast food. I mean, eventually, it's going to happen if you want to keep succeeding and doing what you like. That's going to be your competitors, the big corporate business. So working together is better than, by yourself or what the case may be. Be your own. So with that being said, man, stand by your brand. Be your own fan, but always look to network. Stand by your brand. Just know your brand, put value on it. Like I said, other episodes ago, stand by it, man. 100%. Don't never, you be your brand. Be your own fan. At one point I was sick. Like I had to interview. My first interview that I ever did, man. I was wearing casual clothes. I wasn't wearing my brand, and the lady was like, "Man, why you not wearing your brand?" I'm like, "Man, I wear it so much, man." She was like, "Yeah, you shouldn't even be wearing it." And you know what? After I did put the shirt on, whatever, in the interview or the video, but after that, I was like, "She's right. How do I expect somebody else to rock my brand if I'm not rocking my brand? I could rock it all the time. I'm pretty sure, people sick of seeing me in it good. I mean, I be sick of hearing these songs on the radio, but they keep playing, and then eventually people start liking. I'm like, how you like that? Like, I understand now, though. I get it. So I am going to keep rocking my brand. I'm trying to rock it as much as I can now. Man. I get it, and I understood it. Like when she told me that, it didn't hit till like after the interview. I was just thinking about it, man. I'm like, man, she's right, man. She's absolutely right. So stand by your brand. Be your own fan. Always network. Always look to network. I'm looking to network. It's kind of hard, man, but I'm definitely gonna be on it more. I gotta do it. So I gotta network more. And then one thing I want you guys to do out here locally, man, just stop looking for. I mean, make money, but stop looking to make. Like what you doing? Stop looking for money, man. All the time. Like who can be better than money. Connections, you make a connection or you network with the right person, you form a partnership with somebody, it's better than money. Like if I can find somebody that's involved with FUBU or something like that, like if I can find somebody that's working with certain, like, you could take all my my hoodies I got right now, man. Yeah, just gonna do what you gotta do with that, show it to whoever you gotta show it to, and you know what I mean? Like I lose out on that for that partnership with that person, or with any type of networking. Just stop looking for money, man. Look for other ways to better and build your brand, man. Look for people that want to work. I'm still, I'm looking for a strong team, man. I mean, the group I got now is pretty good, man. But I'm always looking for a team, man, because life happens. I might have one person, then they might just say, man, I can't do this. I don't want to do this no more. Cool, I understand. Life happens. Things happen. So, always look to build. Always look to network, man. Cross promote. Any way, shape, or form that you can, always cross promote. And when I say cross promote, I mean different platforms, magazines, audio, podcasts. Be a special guest on someone's podcast, maybe on the Grustle. We can talk. Hit me up. Quick plug, and email me at thegrussle@outlook.com or something like that. My number's everywhere. You search up Battle King Incorporated, you'll see all my information. But always cross promote, man. It's because you want to get a different audience. You never know who will like your stuff or who won't, or you never know who's looking to work with a clothing line or work with other people. So just help each other, man. Connect and build. Help each other. Can't stress that enough. Help each other. Like, at one point I was at a point when I was, I'm doing everything. I'm like, dang, ain't nobody helping me, man. I'm like, what is going on? Like, but it gave me more drive, more understanding of what I need to do. And at the end of the day, I understood that the only person I can rely on is myself. Which makes, if it makes sense tonight, you can't look for mama, daddy, sister, your brother, aunts and uncles, your family, real close friends, or somebody you just met, your coworkers. At the end of the day, no one sees your vision or your dream or your business or your, what you're trying to do better than yourself. So you got to sacrifice and put in that work, man, and do what you got to do. So, when all this in the midst of all this local stuff going on, just think about the bigger brands or businesses. Just think about them, the corporate, the Nikes and Adidas, the McDonald's, the KFCs, think of all the other big businesses, all the stores, clothing stores and stuff that's already out there, or clothing brands, Gucci and all this. Think about all those big brands and think about what they're doing. So this is one thing I was trying to tell somebody, they'll say, why you promote on this, that, and the third? If you pay close attention, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you got Nike promoting, you got god dang big businesses, McDonald's. Like you'll see ads come by, like they know who to focus on. That makes sense. But when you click on something, best believe you're gonna see that again when you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram, something like that. They're targeting. They know who to target. So when people ask me like why I'm promoting on Facebook or why I'm promoting on Instagram and Twitter, which I was doing this a long time ago. I mean, I did start it like fresh into it, but it's been a while. Like when I first started, I did this a long time ago before I even seen like K-Swiss or Jordan or anybody promote on Facebook. Like there's like all the brands are doing it. They know everybody's on, like everybody I know that got a cell phone, so they're always popping up Facebook, Instagram, something like that. So just think about what these businesses are doing, man. Like so, for instance, okay, these companies are working together. You got companies where they're not, they're cross-branding. They coming up with stuff like, Nike do it all the time, with basketball players. Basketball players are a brand. They are a company, the well-known ones anyway. They are a brand. So when Nike or Jordan or anybody put out a shoe with them, that's cross-branded. So if these big companies out here are working with people, why do you think that the local system shouldn't, or the local business should? We need to work with everyone or across, we need to promote with each other. We need to work with each other, build with each other, and network with each other. Because I mean, if big businesses is doing it, I mean, we definitely should be doing it. Obviously, they know something that we don't know. You know what I mean? So it's if the big companies are doing it, you gotta understand that as a small business or a small brand, we need to do that. So one thing that I do ask or I get asked was, will businesses do good without doing that? Like if they don't cross brand network or expand, like what good do you think you're gonna do if you're just at the same spot or just trying to do you the whole way through? Like you gotta think outside the spot, think outside the box. You got to expand your brand network and cross brand also with different. You gotta work with different people, man, which I'm actually trying to do. So just know that's out there. You guys hit me up for that too. Definitely trying to cross brand. Got a lot going on. So I want to end with this: give, man. Stop wanting. Give, man. Give till you can't give no more, till it's impossible to give. You know what I mean? Just keep giving, because you stop wanting to get stuff. Like you stop wanting to get stuff out of stuff. Just stop wanting to get things. That'll help so much down the road, because if you give more than you take, ain't no more blessings coming, man. It's the only turn out to be, if you keep giving, giving people, your business insight, or giving my brand is almost built around that, about me giving and doing all the stuff that I'm doing now. So just, man, understand, give more than you take. And one guy that I got that from, actually, when I started picking up on it, is Gary Vaynerchuk. I think I'm saying that right. Guy's awesome, man. He's a big inspiration of what I do. If you read my book, The Grustle, 1 Million Making, you also know about that. But anyway, don't be dumb about stuff. Just don't give away your whole business or sell your whole business and be like, waiting on my business to come back or something else. Nah, man, be smart about what you're doing, and just stop wanting stuff all the time, man. Stop wanting stuff. Just, always be positive. Stop being negative. Stuff like that, man. Because at the end, when you give, at some point you're going to get. So, with that being said, my coffee getting cold. Oh, it's some good coffee. That being said, man, just remember, tomorrow's success begins today. And I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.